Greetings, everyone. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Danish, and today I will be delivering a TED Talk regarding the common fear of investing. What if I told you that avoiding investing would be the single biggest financial mistake that you could ever make? See, many people fear investing for the simple fact of they're scared of making the wrong decisions, they're scared of losing money, or they're just not knowing enough, which is keeping them on the sidelines. Well, instead, they keep their savings in cash, thinking it's a safer option, but in reality, doing nothing is riskier than investing itself. Let me give you a hypothetical. Let's say we have two friends, Sarah and Jake. They both dream of financial freedom, yet their lives take a very different turn. Sarah, at 25, she starts saving $50 a month, setting it aside without much thought. But Jake, on the other hand, tells himself, I'll start when I know more, when I earn more, and when the market looks better. Just excuses on top of excuses and more excuses. Well, years pass, and Jake realizes his mistakes, and he starts investing, but it is too late by then, as Sarah's portfolio has already grown significantly, and it is quite virtually impossible to catch up. See, the difference between Jake and Sarah is that Sarah understood that time in the market is more powerful than trying to time the market. If she continues this habit for decades, the power of compound interest will turn her small contributions every single day into a substantial nest egg. Meanwhile, Jake will have to invest much more just to catch up. See, this hesitation isn't unique to Jake himself. Many people let fear hold back their future of financial security. But why? See, our brains, humans, are wired to avoid loss. This phenomenon is called loss aversion. And to put it into perspective, we feel the pain of losing $100 more, double the time, the joy we gain from gaining $100. This fear makes us hesitant, even when history shows that the market always recovers. See, we also suffer from a thing called paralysis by analysis. The more options we have, the harder it is to make a decision. Ever stared at a restaurant for too long and ended up ordering something familiar? That's what happens with investing as well. And the media doesn't help. News stories always focus on markets crashing, just overall fear-mongering, making investing seem riskier than it truly is. Think about it. If you apply this perspective to other areas of life, let's say if you saw the news about a plane crashing, you'd assume flying is dangerous, even though statistically it is safer than driving. Investing also works in the same way. There's also the phenomenon of herd mentality. People feel safer following the crowd when the market is booming. Everyone rushes to invest, but when it is an economic downturn, everyone panics and starts selling. See, good investors, they do quite the opposite, and they stay calm and stay in the market for longer, not panic selling. Here's a fact. If you had saved $10,000 in the bank 20 years ago, inflation would have quite significantly devalued it, but if you had invested in the stock market, you would most likely have had your investments grown multiple times over. See, market downturns can be scary, but let's look at history for a change. The 2008 financial crisis caused market to drop significantly, yet those who stayed invested saw their portfolios growing and yet striving in the near future. The biggest investors aren't the ones who perfectly time the market, they are those who stay for the longest. To put it simply, time in the market beats timing the market. Even during recessions, the market has always rebounded. Those who hold on to the investments through the tough times are the ones who benefit when the market rises again. Let's look at Warren Buffett. As an example, one of the most successful investors the world has to offer. He didn't build his wealth overnight. He started investing at a young age and allowed compound interest to do its work. His key advice: be fearful when others are greedy, but be greedy when others are fearful. See? Now, how do we overcome this fear? Well, first step being you have to start small. You don't need to invest a big amount of your wealth. Let's say you could take small steps such as $10 a month is a good start. And secondly, you should start automating your investments. By automating your investments, you are cutting out the factor of emotions when you're making decisions. And thirdly, when you educate yourself, knowledge reduces fear by reading books, listening to podcasts, and following well-known financial experts. And fourthly, investing is not a short-term action, it is long-term. So you need to start using long-term vision when you're investing. And fifth, last but not least, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread it across different investments to minimize risk when you're investing. See, one of the best ways to get over investing, the fear of investing, is to reframe it. Instead of seeing it as gambling, view it as planting a tree. And the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time to plant a tree, today. The conclusion is, the biggest risk isn't investing itself, it's doing nothing. Every day you wait, you're losing potential growth. If Sarah and Jake taught us anything, it's that small, consistent action today can lead to big rewards in the future. Imagine your future self looking back at you today, thanking yourself. Will you be the person who let fear hold you back, or will you be the person who took the first step? So take action. Open an account. Invest a small amount and watch your future self thank you. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to start. That's all for me. Thank you. How long is that?